What's up, guys? In this video, I want to go over some multiplication tips and tricks with integers. Now, for context, my name is Brian McLogan, and I am a high school math teacher. Almost all the videos on my channel are about high school math. So I don't have training teaching this elementary material. But my daughter is going through third grade, and we have been working through her multiplication tables, and she's been struggling. And so some of the tips and tricks that I've been helping her with, remembering and learning the multiplication tables, I wanted to share with you in this video. And I also wanted to highlight the importance it is of making sure you have some of these fundamental skills, especially as you grow, throughout the years in your math journey. Because a lot of times when students would struggle in my class, it wasn't because of what we were learning. It's because they didn't have the necessary knowledge to be successful. A lot of times, a simple multiplication problem would just jam up students. They didn't remember what to do or how to do it. And then therefore, they would struggle with getting the problem correctly. So I told my daughter, we need to make sure you are good at the multiplication tables. And here's the way that I went through it. I want her to have them memorized. I want her to, when I give her a multiplication problem with integers, that she can answer it within a second, right? And that's basically meaning that she's going to have it memorized. And I agree, not everything in math needs to be memorized or in that rote learning. But I think multiplication tables is one of those skills that really needs to be second nature for students because it's used so often in our math journey. So I started with her of just first starting off with the square numbers, okay? All the numbers that are multiplied by themselves. And then we worked on certain digits as far as creating the times tables for each digit, basically just listing out the multiples so she gets used to what numbers that she's going to occur when we're trying to remember what a number multiplied by another number, what is going to be the answer. And as we started working through her times tables, there are certain numbers that she would forget. She really struggled with being able to multiply them. So I gave her some tips and some tricks to remember or be able to figure out how to do them. I am not a big proponent of tips and tricks for memorizing. It takes too long, but I am also a realist that you're not going to memorize everything. There's going to be times that you forget. There's going to be times that you need to work through something, and having something that you can rely on to be able to figure out the answer is super important. So here's the way that I told her to think about numbers if she is kind of having one of those brain farts and she's starting to kind of forget. So the first one is going to be our rules, and that is going to be for the number 2. Okay. Oops, I don't even have my pen ready. All right, so let's go through the multiplication tips and tricks for multiplying by the number 2. So multiply by 2. All right. So when multiply by 2, all I want you to just think of is doubling. And basically doubling is just adding the same number to itself. All right. So if I said like 2 times 8, all we're simply doing is multiplying by 2 is just doubling the number 8. So basically what we're going to have is 8 plus 8. And then now it just becomes an addition problem, right? 8 plus 8 is going to be 16. So anytime you have to multiply by 2, just think of doubling whatever number you're multiplying by 2. Now, to multiply by 3, that's going to be very similar to the 2's, right? All we're simply going to do is double it and then just add an extra number. So if I had a 3 times 8, right, I know I need to double 8. So that's going to be 8 plus 8, which is going to be a 16. And then I'm simply just going to take 16 and add one more addition of 8. So 16 plus 8, and that's going to give me a 24. Now, it's also important for me to highlight here, as we start getting into these rules, you might find something online or even maybe something your teacher has, given your child about rules and stuff like that. It's only a good tip and trick if it takes less time to be able to figure out the problem. There are some of these I wasn't aware of a tip or a trick, and I was like looking online and looking on TikTok, and I'm like, some of these, while they work, they're like, I'm never going to remember this. So why is this a tip or a trick, right? So far, a lot of these are fairly simple to kind of remember. And I'm trying to break this down into what would be the most natural thing for you to kind of understand your multiplication by your different digits. But if it becomes something that is way too difficult to memorize, that's why I stress making sure you know all of your numbers in your times tables, because that's going to give you the best recipe for success. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Had to get that through because now we're going to start getting into ones where ones that some students might forget or not remember, but not yet, because multiply by 4. the way that I told her when she was having trouble with fours, and she actually has a lot of trouble with fours, is I just think, all right, maybe you're having trouble with fours, but 2 was not too bad, right? So 2, 2 times 8, you got that was to be 16. Well, multiply by 4 is double multiply by 2. So this is what we call the double method. I don't know why I didn't write that in there. So, let me see, double plus, let me write that in there. So double and then plus the number. And then here, all you're simply going to do is double. Okay. So you're going to do 2 times 8 and then that's 16. And then you're just going to multiply that by 2 again. Oops. Let's do this. Let me write that down below. So take that number and then do 16 times 2 and we get a 32. And that's going to be your answer. That's your answer. And that's your answer. Okay. Now let's get into multiply by 5. Now, multiplying by 5, I think for when you're dealing with even numbers, and again, this is where it's going to have 2 different rules. And I think for the even ones, it makes sense. It's really good. It's really easy to remember. It's fast. The odd one is, not so bad. I just would prefer you just have them memorized, but let's kind of go through it in case you want to have these tricks up your sleeve. So for even, let's say I had a 5 times 8. All you're simply going to do, if you're multiplying a 5 times an even number, is you're going to half this number. So that means break it down in half. So we're going to take 8 times 1/2, and that's going to equal a 4. And then you're going to add a 0. Oops. Let me just write that down below. So then you're just going to take a 4 and then not add 0, but then you're just going to bring a 0 at the end. So it's kind of like adding, it's not really adding a 0. You're just putting it into a 0 in the one spot. So then I'll just say add a 0. So we're going to half the digit and then add a 0. So half the digit and then add a 0, voila. Now, if it's odd, it kind of gets a little dicey. Okay. So if I had like a 5 times a 9, now what you're going to do is you're going to subtract a 1, divide that by 2. So just like we did here, multiply by 1/2, I'm just writing to divide the 2 over here. So you're going to have 8 divided by 2. That's going to equal a 4. But now what you're going to do is add a 5. So you're going to subtract 1, divide by 2. So you're going to subtract 1, half, and then add 5. Now, I'm not going to lie. This one I think is more difficult to remember than just to memorize, 9 times 5 is 45. But again, sometimes students will get stuck with it. So it's just important, subtract 1, divide by 2, and then add a 5. So my final answer in this case is going to be a 45. All right, now let's get into multiply by 6, which again is kind of like for number 5. I don't always recommend it. I mean, it can work for some students. They gel with it, but I don't love it's not my favorite kind of tip or trick to remember. So in this case, again, we're going to have an even or odd. So if I have a 6 times an 8, all we're simply going to do in this case is you're simply going to, 6 times 8. So what you're simply going to do is take whatever this, if it's even, you're going to take half of that and then keep the remaining digit. So half digit and then add your digit. So for multiply by 6, you're going to do 8 times 1/2. That's going to equal 4. And then you're going to add your digit, 48. Done. Okay. Now, if it's odd, you kind of have to revert back to the rules of 5. Okay. So if I had a 6 times, what do I have? A 6 times a 7. What you're simply going to do is say, well, 6 times 7, that's kind of hard for me to remember, but let's drop it down to 5 times 7. Hopefully that's a little bit easier to remember. 5 times 7, you can use this odd thing, or hopefully you know that it's 35. So what you're going to do is multiply by 5 and then add 1 multiple. So what that's going to look like, if I have 6 times 7, I'm going to break this down into a 5 times 7, which is going to be a 35. And then again, the difference between 6 and 7 is going to be 1 more 7. So I'm going to do a 35 plus a 7, and that's going to give me a 42. is what it is. Now, I was looking, I didn't know anything for 7. And my daughter, thankfully, was not struggling with 7. But with making this video, I was like, let me see what else there is on 7. And I'm not going to lie, I didn't like any of them. So I would not advise focusing on any like the hand tricks or anything else. Like, I think there's always good value, educational value in learning it and understanding it. But to be included in this video, they just, I didn't feel like they're strong enough to remember. So if I have 7 times 8, I'm not going to think about a rule of 7. I'm just going to say, well, what about 8 times 7? And then let's use the rules for 8. Okay. So to do that, we need to now know, well, what are my rules of 8? So if I have to multiply by 8, what are we going to do? Well, if you remember, multiplying by 2 was the double. Multiplying by 4 was the double double. Multiplying by 8, ladies and gentlemen, is the double double double. So we call this the double double double. Okay. And again, I think that shouldn't be anything very difficult to forget, hopefully. But you know, a lot of times students will you know, struggle with the 8. So I think it's important. So what about if 8 times 7? Again, all we simply want to do is divide it by 2, which would be 4, divide by 2 again, which would be 7. So I have a 2 times 7. I say, hey, that's going to be 14. Now I need to double it, and I need to double it again. So I do 14 times 2, and that is going to be, so that's my first double. I need to double again. 14 times 2 is 28. And then 28 times 2 is going to give me a 56. Okay. Now let's get into my favorite one. And that is going to be if I have to multiply by 9. Okay. Now, for clarification, I did not ask my daughter to reveal this information, but the 2 numbers she struggled with was the 4s and the 9s. And she used these tips. Like, they were very beneficial to her. Sometimes the other tips would come in for, you know, a couple other numbers, but once we did them over enough, we kept on practicing them. She didn't have to rely on these tips. So I don't have a problem with using these tips to get you over a hump. But again, our goal is for you to be able to do your times tables in less than a second. And these tips are good when you struggle with a given number to figure it out. But again, there's not something I want you to rely on. So let's go through the number 9s, or what we do with the number 9s. So for the number 9, all we're simply going to do is we are going to subtract 1 from your digit, and then subtract that difference from 8. So we're going to subtract 1 and then subtract from 9, from your digit 9. So if I take a 9 or 8 minus 1, that's going to give me a 7. That's my first digit. And then I do 9 minus 7, and that's going to give me 2. And my final answer for 9 times 8 is, ladies and gentlemen, a 72. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. These are the multiplication tips and tricks that you can use to help yourself understand multiplication, or help your students or your children. Hopefully they're helpful. In the end, I just really want you to focus on really reinforcing those times tables. So therefore it becomes second nature to you. But if you want any help with fractions or addition with 2 digits, I do have a couple extra videos that are on this elementary kind of playlist. Go ahead and check them out. They're coming up next. Cheers.